Hey guys, I'm really sorry that I have not posted a video in like nearly 2 months, but the reason is school because I have had so much work to do like just this month, and I was trying to like get back on track because I started my videos in the summertime whenever like I was off and I didn't have to do anything. So yeah, but I'm definitely back on track now, and I want to keep these videos up because I love making YouTube videos. I was just like I'd work out in the morning, get my breakfast, go to school, then I would do my homework, get my dinner and go to sleep because I was that tired. But now I've kind of like got around to like not getting tired until like 9. Like I know that sounds still so early for some people, but like school like drains me. Like it must drain loads of people, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm definitely back on track. There's been people asking me why like I've stopped making videos, but I haven't stopped. Um, I'm gonna still keep doing it. And I would also love requests, so please, please, please send me requests or a message or send me it on my Facebook page. I'll link that down below. Follow me on Instagram, whatever. So basically, today, since it's nearly Halloween, I really wanted to film my personal paranormal stories. Um, I know that people won't believe a word I say, or people don't believe that ghosts are real. If you don't believe ghosts are real, then don't watch this video because it's all about ghosts. But this has all happened to me. It scared the life out of me. Um, yeah, it's been horrible. Sometimes not horrible. But yeah. So I'm going to make another video. I'm going to try and do like my paranormal stories in this one video, starting off with my childhood, but I want to make a separate one of what happened to me this summer, which has been the scariest one of all, and other people witness it as well, and experience it. I'm lucky I only experienced it once. A lot of people experience it every day, and it is so scary. So I am going to post that video next week. So make sure you're subscribed, to get that video. And it's a lot scarier than these ones I'm about to tell you. I think it's horrible. I'll start off with my childhood paranormal stories now, starting with the very beginning of when it all started. So, I was about 4, and this was in my old house, the one that I'm not living in now, obviously. Duh. Um, and I was sitting down playing with my little dolls, as you do at 4. I looked up and seen a man on the end of my bed. And I wasn't like frightened, scared. I can't remember screaming or anything like that. It was just like, who's that? You know? And he obviously told me his name. His name was Sammy. He said that I needed help. He had blood all over him, which obviously I could see, if I could see him. So he just sat there. I went up to my mum and I said, Sammy's in the end of my bed and he needs help. And my mum said, who's Sammy? Like, what? Who's Sammy? And I was like, I don't know, but he's on the end of my bed and he needs help. So my mum walked down with me to my room and she goes, Chloe, there's no one there. And I was like, yeah, there is. He's there. Like, I could see him sitting there clear enough. And I couldn't believe my mum couldn't see him. I was like, what's going on? So yeah, she was like, Chloe, there's no one there. I was like, there is. And keep in mind, I was only like 4. So she probably just thought I was going crazy in the head and I was just playing a joke on her or something. But anyway, my mum then left. She was like, stop being silly. I was just standing in my room. I happened to just look up and he was gone. And as a 4-year-old, then I was like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really like understand. I was like, what? It's just happened. I was like, whatever. So I just probably carried on playing with my dolls. Then ever since that night, or maybe like a couple of nights after that, I started having nightmares, and each one got worse and worse. These happened for 3 years, every single night. My mum and dad never got any sleep. I kept dreaming that Sammy was coming to kill me because I never helped him. And they were like real to me. Like I would just woke up screaming. I was like, he's gonna kill me, he's gonna kill me, he's gonna kill me, I can't sleep, he's gonna kill me. And I kept just thinking he was gonna come and just kill me. I never helped him. And I never knew what had happened to him. But it was horrible. Thankfully, them dreams stopped when I moved into this house 3 years later when I was 7. Um, and nothing happened to me until about 3 years ago. And it started again, but not the bad dreams. Sammy kind of like left. I never like seen Sammy as such in the version that I seen him in. I don't know if what I'm about to tell you or whatever is him in a different version. I don't know. It's kind of scary, but I always have had a feeling that my stories link to him because he's the first person and I had the nightmares of him. Anyway, so about 3 years ago, I was sitting at my kitchen table and I can remember this vividly. And I can't even remember what I was wearing. I was wearing a striped vest top, I had on glasses, I had my hair up in a big bun, and I was sitting doing my homework. And I was sitting on, like, I've got a big long dining table. And I was sitting in the very first chair, and if you looked up, you could see, like, a door to my utility room and a bathroom was in there. So I looked up, just happened to look up for like a second, and seen a big figure of a man. I believe it was a man. I mean, I just believe it was a man. A big figure. It like touched the ceiling. Like it was so big, and I was like, like you get scared. And I didn't scream or anything. I was like, and it just faded away. Like it just faded, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? And ever since then, my mum had seen figures of people walk past her, and she kind of started to believe that there was something there, but I mean she never really said anything because my sister's petrified. She won't sleep in her room because she sees figures of a big black figure by her wardrobe, and by her door, and we always see black figures. I have a computer room up the back, and I hate going in it. I only go in it if I have to, like print something off for school or something, because my printer's in there. But it's horrible. Like as soon as I step in there, I just feel like a presence is like in it. It's horrible, and yeah, I feel like a presence is in there. And my sister said like sometimes she would see figures there at that door. Like that door is, I just hate that room. That room's horrible. Then I would just see figures. I seen figures for about a year. Then 2 years ago, I started to hear things. I remember this clearly. I was sitting at my table down. This is 2 years ago. I was sitting at my desk in my room, taking off my makeup. It was like 11:30 at night, and I didn't hear anything until a little girl giggled in my ear. That is the scariest thing that I like. That is so scary. Like a little girl giggled in my ear. It wasn't my sister. I know it wasn't my sister because my door was closed. It was someone in my room. They were right there. When someone comes up to you and goes ha ha ha, like in your, like, I mean, people don't like usually just go up and go ha 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 in people's ears, but it was like a little girl giggle, and she like giggled in my ear, and it was so scary. I remember running straight into my mum's room, and I went to sleep in there. I could not sleep in my room. A couple of weeks after that, I slept in my room. I only slept in my mum's room for about 3 nights. I was honestly that scared. Then I got the courage enough to go back in my room. And it was 2:30 in the morning. I woke up and I was really thirsty, so I was like, I'm gonna go downstairs, get a drink. I turned my light on, got up, turned my light on, opened my door, and there was a little girl, I swear to you now, a right hand to God, a little girl standing outside my room. She was really young, I'd say she was about 4 or 5, and she was wearing that little white gown, like, very Victorian looking, like a white gown, and it's giving me goosebumps. Oh my god, my like hairs are standing on my arm. You can't see that, but and I didn't scream because she was really young. I was like, oh my god, like I just like stared. I was like, and she just vanished. Like, she just vanished. She didn't say anything. She didn't move. She just stood there. She vanished. She was only there for about 5 seconds. 5 seconds, and it was the longest 5 seconds I've ever stared at a little girl. That sounds so perfect. Then, that same year, I would get back to the computer room. I said that was my computer room's like haunted as, like, I hate that room. It's horrible. That's the room that I filmed my weight loss video in, and a box fell. I know, like, oh, a box fell, but yeah, I mean, probably no ghosty ghost pushed it down, but anyway, yeah, a box fell. So this was summertime, just after I'd seen the little girl, and I was looking after my sister, because my mum and dad were at work, and I was off school, obviously, for summer holidays, and my friend came over, Rachel, and we were all just chilling in my room, as you do, and a door slammed, and I was like, it's probably just the wind, you know, and they were both freaking out. I was like, no, it's just the wind, it's just the wind. So I went out, I walked out, all of the doors were open except for the computer room door, and there was no windows open. And I can remember I was like, oh my god, like, there's no windows open. Like, I've always, like, known there was something, like, I felt a presence in that room, but it was just really weird that it was just that room that shut, and there was no windows open. I remember checking all of the windows, no windows were open whatsoever. And I then went to, like, open the door. I should check, like, was there, like, anyone in there? Like, I didn't know. You know what I mean? So I opened the door, and there was a pressure. I was trying to open it, and there was a pressure closing it. And I was like, pushing, I was like, oh my god, Rachel, like, this door is, like, there's a pressure, like, on this door. Like, it's, like, not, it doesn't want me to open the door. So I closed it, and I checked, while I was, like, trying to push it, I looked in to make sure that window was, like, make sure that window wasn't open, and it wasn't, like, the window wasn't open. Like, this is what I couldn't understand. Like, the door was such a loud slam. Like, it wasn't like the door was, like, a wee creak and, like, just shut. Like, I mean, this door, like, slammed. Like, it slammed shut. Like, it was, oh my god. Horrible. That's when it started to get, like, more, like, intense at that point, and I was like, oh my god, no, I can't believe this. So anyway, I told my mum whatever when she came back. I just closed the door, I left, and that door has not slammed since. But yeah, so then after that, I remember, this is the next thing that happened. I was sitting in my bedroom, and my mum was upstairs, and I was actually sitting, I think I was making a YouTube video, but it's one that, like, I made, like a year ago. So I never put it up anywhere. I don't even have it anymore. But I was just sitting, and I heard someone shout my name. And I was like, what? Like, I shouted, what, Mum? And Mum goes, what are you talking about? Or she said something like, what are you talking about, or who are you talking to? And I said, I'm talking to you, you just said my name. And she was like, no, I didn't say your name. And I was like, you did? And she goes, no, I didn't. And she goes, you must be hearing ghosts or something. And I was like, yep, that's what I'm hearing. So someone said my name, which is pretty scary. Like, and I still see things. It's like, it's kind of calmed down now, but it usually takes a break and comes back worse. What you'll find out, that's all the stories I'm going to tell you today, because this video is 16 minutes long and I've got to edit it. But make sure to stay tuned for my video of my paranormal, the worst one that's happened to me. Oh, it's just the worst paranormal thing that's happened to me, and it happened this summer, and it was horrible. Yeah, please subscribe and stay tuned for my next video. next week. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.